Okay, now it's time to get a Warlock Bombardier built. Now, this, quite a cool model to be rather blunt. I do like it. I think it's probably potentially going to be, it's going to basically end up as either a wizard or a coach for my son's Blood Bowl team to begin with, because obviously not really much else to use it for. Right, let's get ourselves up and running with this. It should be a nice easy build with any luck. So 1 and 2. So 2, and there's number 1. Yeah, like lots of big pieces on this for the start with. Sometimes you just want models to go together fast, don't you? Snip that bit off there, it's too much. Now, Skaven are definitely something that I'm wondering about for the up and coming split back to Old Hammer. I don't want them to get rid of it at all from Age of Sigmar, but you wonder what if any difference they're going to make between the two, the two sort of forms of them, the version within the old world and the version within Age of Sigmar. They might decide that there's no need to change anything, that actually pop the circle bases in a square tray and go for it. Maybe that's what they'll do, because they're just not one of those. They're not really one of those like races where you can distinguish them that much between the Age of Sigmar and the. Oh, clay's getting on my hands. The old Hammer stuff. The clan names are all the same. Let's pop 3 out. The types of creatures that they use seem to be all the same. So it's such a difficult one from my point of view with the Skaven. That what are they going to do to truly differentiate the two versions of them? Now, I'll have no complaint if they just kept it nice and simple and kept them both identical. But who knows, they might decide to really go over the top, design a whole new Age of Sigmar range of Skaven, make them significantly unique, maybe rework the fluff to update it. Who knows? But for now, I don't see a way around it. Like, the Cruel Boys have become the proper Oryx of Age of Sigmar. That frees up a lot of like standard Aurochs and Goblins to be moved back to Warhammer. That's fine. I've already spoke about the Gloomspike Gits and how actually, again, they're pretty much Night Goblins from the old world, and that you couldn't really separate them out either. So I am curious about what they would do. They very clearly made a move about the Free Cities and split the Free Cities and the Empire apart properly. Number 4 was number 4. Which I'm really pleased about, because I never really liked from the off that the Free Cities were just straight up, plain and simply, the Empire models. I never really liked that. So it's perfectly right that they've split them apart. And it's really easy to make one group of humans look like, look different from a different group of humans. There's lots of ways to easily do that and give them their own appearance. But what I can't quite get into my head is how you're going to do that with something like the Skaven, where the rat people, that tail just kind of slides underneath there, So I'd be curious, will they maybe, I don't know, enhance the technology that they're using, change it up? As I said, these are all possibles. They might do nothing. They might just simply release some Skaven with square bases and let you pick which game you want to play with them. But we've seen I've seen recently the Savage Uruks. They are being, by the look of it, delisted from Age of Sigmar in preparation for the release of Oldhammer next year. Now, we've got a good... I don't think we'll see Warhammer Old World come before April. That's my guess. So maybe they've got time to alter a couple of other factions in the meantime and see what happens. So all we can do is wait and see, but I just find it... I think I find it interesting to say the least. No other way to put it. How they're going to differentiate between Old World and Age of Sigmar with certain factions. Chaos is really easy. Demons are really easy because we already accept that they're universal. But I definitely think the Skaven and the Gloomspite Gits are leaving a question open. All the undead from Age of Sigmar are now very unique, other than the Nagash model. But, that Nagash model fits both settings because the character exists in both settings. Probably feel like I'm waffling up now at this point, but I just feel like these are interesting talking points while I'm building the Skaven, thinking about what's happening going forward. So I think it's just nice to actually have a think about these things and wonder what's going to happen coming up. So we'll wait and see, won't we? There we go, get that in. It's a cool weapon, that. Right, number 5 next, which is this little bit here. Let's get this one on. This should just be a nice simple connection. I hate fiddly things like this, trying to get that from there into there. Just check the dry fit first, but it should just be nice and simple. Yeah, it is. Now it's getting the glue in the right place. Okay, what else have we got here? Now we got this, whatever this little harness or collar or something is. Looks like some kind of guard, doesn't it? Right, there's a couple of lines here now. I'm going to assume you don't remove them yet. Now, this seems to have, yeah, it's a broken grate. I was right. You don't remove them. Good. If that was an old metal miniature, I would, or even a resin one, I might have thought that was webbing. So it's lucky I've thought that ahead. It's going to keep annoying me that bit, isn't it? So this looks like a pipe. Yeah, it is. So there's the top of his foot, and there's the pipe going into it. Yeah, cool. And looks like now we're heading towards the head. Yeah, there we go. Right. So I think he's going to make a pretty cool boss, basically. Coach for my son's Blood Bowl team. I think that's his base. Looks like his base, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks like the base of that one. Not going to glue him down just yet, but yeah, I think unless I plan on getting more Skaven soon, he is definitely going to be the coach of my son's Blood Bowl team. So there we go, another build done. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.